How to plant onions in containers. Hello everybody, welcome to 7 Savings Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. So I got this onion seedlings at the store, and what I did was just soak it in water for like 8 or 12 hours before planting it. And as you can see, some of the roots are already coming out like that. So that's what I do to increase the germination process, or to hasten the process. So what you need is you need a container, and you want to make sure it has holes in the bottom for good drainage, and then you want to fill it with your potting mix. I make my own potting mix, and I have a video that shows you how to make your own potting mix. Great quality potting mix for very low price. So I'm just gonna fill it now with my potting mix, and as you can see, the potting mix is nice and fluffy, and it's gonna help with the retention of moisture, and also make sure that it has good drainage. So you just want to fill it up with your potting mix, and you want to fill the container as much as possible, so it gives the roots a lot of room to grow, and room to go deeper if they need to go deeper. Also, you want container that will be at least 10 inches deep, in order for you to be able to get enough space for the roots to go in there. So now that we fill the container, almost, I'll say 95% of the container is full. Now we're just gonna water it. We want to make sure that the moisture, or the potting mix is soaked before we plant in there. So we just want to soak it up, and then if possible, you can use your hand to just mix it up a little bit, just to make sure that everything is completely soaked, and the potting mix has absorbed the water. Also, I have another video that I did last year on how you can grow onions in the garden. I'll see if I can put a link to that video in the description below, so just check it out. With the potting mix, I have a few, I already put in a few organic fertilizers. I'll put a link to some of the fertilizers that I use in the description below. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna plant our onions. So with a container of this size, we want to make sure that at least you give enough room for the onions to expand. Once they start growing and expanding, they have enough room to expand. So you just want to use a finger or use a tool and just dig a little bit of hole. You don't want to bury the onions completely inside. You just want to make sure at least half of it is still outside, and that's how you plant it. You want to make sure it gives a lot of room for it to grow, and also make sure you don't bury it completely into the ground. So I'm just selecting a few. I'm just gonna plant about 8 on this, and about 8 or 10 in this container, and it's gonna give me opportunity to see later on if they grow much bigger. You can easily harvest some early and use them for whatever you want to cooking, or whatever you want to do. But I'm just gonna make sure that I just put at least 8 or 10 and give them enough room to grow and expand. Planting in containers, you also, one important thing you have to keep in mind is that you need to water it regularly. If not, it's gonna dry out. Especially if you use a small container like this, you want to make sure that you water the container regularly in order to maintain the moist, and make sure that the plants have enough water to continue growing. So we're done planting all our onions. So this is it. So I'm just gonna water it, and then just put it in a nice sunny area. So you just water it. I'm just usually what I prefer to do is just soak it, and it's gonna drain. Since the soil is really good, the potting mix is really good, it's gonna drain. So this is it. After about 3 days, they coming out. All of them are doing great. As you can see, the leaves started coming out already. So what you just want to do is make sure that it's a nice sunny area, and you just water it regularly. This is it after about 2 weeks. All of them have leaves now, and they are doing great. They're growing. About a month, it's still doing well. You after about 3 weeks, you want to like use liquid. You can use any organic liquid fertilizer or any regular fertilizer just to water it and make sure that it continues to have that nutrients, and is able to continue growing. So it's doing well. You can also, at this stage, you can also harvest the leaves and use them for salads and other stuff, other cooking. You can also harvest a little bit of the leaves and use them. Okay, that is it. Let me know in the comments below if you've done something like this, if you've grown onions in containers, and how it came out, or if you're gonna try this. Just let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be making another video later on once everything is fully grown and probably close to ready to be harvested. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching, and happy growing, everybody.